All right. Got something down there and it's just not going away. The word complete in Greek signifies being made full. And the word you is plural. He's speaking to all of the people there. And is speaking to all who are in Christ. Obviously, it's including us because it's in the book of Colossians, which is included in the epistles of the New Testament. So, you, being made full. The order of the wording in Greek gives us the idea of what is being relayed. This is the order in the Greek. And you are in him made full. Thus, it is a combination of two statements. You are in him, and you are filled full in him. It is a sentence which takes us back to the previous verse, which said, for in him dwells all the fullness of the Godhead bodily. Okay, that was the previous verse, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes, previous verse. Okay, therefore the thought for us to see is that in him dwells all the fullness, and as you are in him, you are filled. Paul is showing them that our sufficiency is of Christ alone. There's no need for the things that he referred to in verse 8 concerning the philosophy which the Greeks taught and the traditions of man which the Jews taught. Don't need any of that nonsense. Rather, everything necessary for salvation and continued spiritual growth is found in Christ alone, who is, Paul says, the head of all principalities and power. Okay, I'll stop right there before we get into the meaning of the next words. There are all kinds of commentaries out there on how to be a success in life. You can watch motivational speakers, you can read Jewish rabbis' commentaries, you can read philosophers, you can read all kinds of stuff out there to find out the secret of life. You can go to the writings of Lao Tse, and you can go to the writings of Buddha, and you can go anywhere in the world to find out what people think is enlightenment or that they think is going to be helpful for you as a human, and to find out that you're either spiritually aware or you're just in a good spot. And none of that adds any value to the Christian walk. I'm not saying to not read those things and to understand what people are thinking. They're good ideas outside of Christianity. That is true. But none of it will add to the value of your walk in Christ. Everything that you need for a successful life in Christ. I'm not talking about a successful life in the world where you make money or where you are happy all the time, because the Bible does not tell you that you will be happy all the time. You want that, you can go to the church down the road. They preach that. But that is not what the Bible teaches. The Bible does not teach that you will be happy all the time. It does say that you can rejoice all the time. Rejoice always. Rejoicing is not the same as being happy. I guarantee you that when Paul sat in a dirty Roman prison, he was not a happy person, but he was filled with joy because he understood that Jesus Christ had taken care of everything that he needed for the long run, for the eternal walk with him, and that he had no needs outside of that as far as his life in Christ and his spiritual walk with Christ.